Hi, so the first time I arrived to Madagascar was a really exciting day for me. Yeah, the flights were very, very long, and when I got off, I was really tired and didn't have a very clean shaven face. But just going out, walking onto the runway from where the airplane landed was something pretty exciting because I was going to live in Madagascar for 2 years. And I just remember walking on that runway. Uh, the weather was so amazing. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. I'm like, this weather is perfect. I can totally live here. And then I walked into the terminal where we were going through customs. And a friend of mine, it was kind of funny when we were going through, the customs officers were like asking if we had like chocolate, and one of my friends had a Hershey bar, and he had to give away his last American chocolate bar before heading in. I thought that was pretty funny. And then when we were waiting for the bags, my first impression of that room was, wow, this place smells like bricks. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I know exactly what bricks smell like, but this place definitely smells like bricks. And the next impression, yeah, there was a little kid who was holding his hand out, and he was like, Monsieur, Monsieur, and he was asking for money in French. And I understood French a little bit because of high school, but I don't know a whole lot of French. But that was one of the first impressions, which didn't really like startle me by any means. I wasn't really shocked by that, but that's just what the first few impressions were. What did startle me that day was when we got on the road. I was in this little Hyundai passenger van, and sitting towards the back and just looking out the window as I was being driven to where I'd stay that night. And while we were driving, I just noticed, oh my goodness, these roads are crazy. There's so many people all over the place. There's no lines, there's no markings. There's dirt that comes up like midway, like maybe a quarter onto the road. There's dirt on both sides, and just a bunch of people there on the sides, selling stuff, pushing carts, loaded just with tons and tons of materials that I don't even know what they're for, farm materials and cows even, and the driving style was pretty crazy too. You just pass whoever you want, and if they're going too slow, all you do is just go around them and keep going. But it's just crazy how close people are on the sides, and you're like, are we going to run into those people? But that was one of the first few impressions that I had on arriving to Madagascar. And the next morning, I woke up to roosters and chickens, and I'm like, wow, I'm in a different place. And I got accustomed to Madagascar pretty quick, and it became a new home. I loved it. And I still love it, and I want to go back. But I really enjoy Madagascar, and those were the first few moments, and I encourage everyone who wants to go. It's definitely an experience that that'll make you pretty happy. Thanks.